experiences that you that were fresh for your first UFC debut, and now you're kind of you know what to expect?
I thought I was gonna get nervous for my first fight, and it didn't happen. And it didn't even happen in the second one. So I wonder if that day is gonna come.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I haven't been nervous, which is weird.
I get
nervous before the fights. You know, like days, even hours before I get to a locker room. But the moment it's like we're talking about, like they're like saying you're 2 fights away from fighting. I'm in a whole different zone now. You know, I tell people all the time, it's like a weird high. It's weird because I'm like zoned out in a weird way. You know, it's like it feels like it's not real at the moment. You know what I mean? And you just go. You know what I mean? And I think I think that's it. Like everything else is. You know? Long
Which
time.
is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
¿Quién lo sacó like a bullshit team too también, ¿no?
Yeah, no, you just didn't make it. It was weird.
Bro, y Francia.
And the reason I hate England
Francia
because
como
remember,
mierda.
England took out Colombia in the World Cup.
That's right.
You forgot about
And
that?
another nation / country that took out Colombia in a cup recently. I wonder what that may be. I'll leave the audience.
I guess time is relative. I don't know
wondering.
about recently.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's your motherfucking boy, Gamero, the Pharaoh, the poor man's Robert De Niro. You know what I'm talking about? Bald version. You know what I'm talking about?
In my mind, I was like, bro.
God, I love that. I love that shirt. How you doing? You know, we are also very ecstatic to be here at another, what is this, Sunday? But Thursday at midnight for those listeners on YouTube. And yes, that's the Euro Cup. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably have to put that bad boy away in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise it's going to be...
We'll put it away in 45 minutes.
That focus factor, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, to my right-hand side, you know what I'm saying? There's a man. And you see the man with a Hawaiian shirt on. You know what I'm saying? The man, is that a new shirt? Let me talk to
It is a new
her.
shirt. It is
God.
a new shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my right-hand side, we got my co-host, Emi in the his house.
We're about to lose
That's
the imaging.
beautiful. That's
We're
beautiful.
about to
That's
lose the
beautiful.
imaging here, guys.
Emi, talk
It is
to
a
us.
new shirt, actually. I got a few new shirts for my birthday, but I forgot they existed until about a week ago.
Okay.
And then I remembered I had to iron them, and I wasn't gonna do that. So
Why don't you?
we finally got around to ironing.
What's the pattern on this shirt, brother?
It's the fucking what's it called?
Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Bigfoot?
Yeah, Bigfoot.
There you go.
But he's drinking a martini, bro. Shaken, not stirred.
Chicken not stirred. That's
2
beautiful.
olives, baby.
That's beautiful.
Actually, no, I don't like martinis, dude.
Oh,
Gin
damn.
is not. I don't agree with gin.
Damn, bro, you're breaking my heart over here.
Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind the cameras, you know what I'm saying? He's wearing that beautiful jersey himself.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
hold on. No. You don't get to skip me like that, bro.
What-
No.
what do
We're
you
not
mean?
done, dude.
We are done.
We are not
That was
done.
your introduction.
Mad props to Peru and Colombia.
Yeah.
We did it, baby. 3rd and 4th. The other 2 teams, fuck you guys. Who cares,
Yeah.
really? Now you can continue.
Yeah. 3rd and 4th.
The man in-
Mad props.
The man.
Vamos, carajo, that's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, behind the cameras, you know what I'm saying? There's a cameraman extraordinaire in a glorious jersey. You know what I'm saying? This man right here takes care of us technically. You know what I'm saying? If a camera's about to turn off, boom, he turns it back on. And that's Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, behind the cameras, we got Cruz in the building.
Screen down, screen down.
Going on? What's going on? Screen down, screen down, screen down. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, on some very special occasions, we are even blessed, honored to be able to have the presence of an in-studio audience. You know what I'm talking about? And today is no exception to that. Ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? We have Chino, Katia, Julian, and Michelle in the his house. Thank you for joining us, guys.
That was
Yes,
a
sir.
perfect
Thank you.
opportunity for the wave. You guys,
yeah,
you
you guys
guys
are
bungled it. You
missing.
guys bungled it.
Get it together, guys. Get it together.
Get it together.
A little bit.
Hey,
Cut.
20
Let's do it
burpees.
again.
20 burpees. 20 burpees. Oh shit, that was beautiful.
yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, how do we even introduce our most ever repeat guest on Midnight in Miami? You might as
By a
well.
lot now, right?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that man's a damn co-host
Was it
by now.
19th time?
He's a co-host by now. Either six or
times?
seven, one of those. And
Who's the follow-up? 2?
right. and also our first ever
That's the
guest.
rings.
You know what I'm saying?
MJ right here.
Oh shit! All right. You know what I'm saying?
He's going for Brady numbers,
Yeah,
too.
he repping Colombia
No,
with the
fuck
shirt
Brady.
too and everything.
Gang shit.
Ladies
Third
and
place.
gentlemen, in Midnight in Miami Studios for 6th or 7th time. You know what I'm saying? You lose count out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Danny, the Colombian Warrior, Chavez.
And for the record, we're not proud of being third place. I don't know what he's proud of.
Oh,
Dude, fantastic fucking game. First and second
Fantastic
place, those
game.
teams don't count, bro. It's bullshit. All right, it's bullshit. I'm a Dolphins fan, right? We only got one place
Okay.
out, right? The
Right.
Patriots don't count, dude. It's just us against the Jets and the fucking fuck the Bills. But it's us
Right.
against the Jets
Yeah,
and
but the Bills are
man.
good.
Yeah, that's why I said fuck the Bills. Right, we're out there. We don't count the Patriots. They come out always because they're the fucking Patriots and fuck the Patriots.
Danny, talk to me. What are we? 3 weeks out
Yeah.
from the next UFC fight. First of all, thank you so much for joining us today, Danny. Talk to us. How has this preparation been different from prior fights?
Well, I'll say when it comes to training hard, it's nothing different. So I'm always gonna train hard. I just been a little bit more. I'll say I'm always been focused on my fights, but I think this one is a little different. You know what I mean, I feel like I'm training a little smarter. You know what I mean? 34 years old. I'm getting a little older, so I feel like sometimes I did grow up in an old era where we used to just train, and that's literally that was a recipe. That's it. You just train hard and just go fight. Not a big fan of supplements, and I started taking supplements now. You know what I mean? It's the first camp I'm taking supplements. I never taken fish oils and multivitamins or any other stuff.
Are you feeling a difference?
I feel a little less sluggish. You know what I mean? Like I wake up early. I wake up in the mornings and I feel a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's a huge difference, but I do feel a little bit better, and I think a little bit better is just better.
Okay.
Anything that
Everything helps,
anything that makes you better, just take it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll say my approach to the game has always been the same. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna train hard. I'm always gonna do things. I've been working around the recovery part too. I think previous fights, whether I win or lose, doesn't matter which one they are. I go to sleep a little too late sometimes. I always do. I get my massages, all that stuff, but I feel like I'm focusing a lot on like let's recover more too. You know what I mean? I think like I was not doing that. Going to my last fight, for example, I feel like I was trying to push myself so much mentally that I feel like I kind of got worn out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I was at one point I was doing conditioning almost every day. You know what I mean? And when you're not supposed to. You know what I mean? I think like now I'm approaching the game just a little different. This fight I'm approaching it a little different. I feel like I'm just being a little smarter with everything I'm doing right now. And that's about it, like because at the end of the day I'm gonna train hard because if you don't train you're not gonna win. I just feel that way.
How do you find that fine line between, like you were saying, training hard, or doing conditioning every day, and then actually having a rest day? Do you sometimes have the guilt of I could be training right now, I could be doing conditioning as opposed to recovery? Have you had to force yourself to recover?
Yeah, like for example, like I said, like one I remember one time, especially going to my last fight, I remember I was really, really tired. I just finished doing conditioning, I just finished doing sparring and everything. And it was when we were staying in Doral. I live in Kendall, which is about 20 miles away. And I remember instead of me just either catching a ride or just get an Uber and go home, I grabbed my bike and I was riding the bike home.
Sheesh.
And my conditioning coach told me, yo, just rest. And I'm like, nah, I got this, And like I said, like I think like I needed to stop trying to make myself tougher mentally. I feel like I know I'm tough. So let's be smart about this. You know,
Right.
this is what I'm doing in this camp now. I feel like I was just always, because you feel that way. You feel like the more you do and the more it just, you feel confident going into the fight. And I feel like I don't need to be doing that no more. You know what I mean? I'm not 24 years old no more, 22. I'm not that age anymore where you got to push, and you recover like the next day. Nah, I don't recover like that anymore. I'm always getting massages, all that stuff. I just, like I said, like, right now NBA finals were going on, so I'd be like, the playoffs were going on, so sometimes they finish very late. And I stay up watching it, and then, you know, when I stay up watching it, then it's hard for. Then when it's done by 12, almost 1, it's hard. It takes me like an hour to go to sleep after.
Right.
So I'll be going to sleep a little late, and then I got to wake up early to make it to the gym. That was a problem. Now I'm trying to go to sleep a little earlier.
What time do you get to the gym?
I got to be there at 10:30. But I sometimes show up a little early just to stretch a little bit more.
And that's a drive from Kendall, right?
Yeah, it's from Kent. It takes like about 30 minutes to get there. And we take the express lane, because if you don't take the express lane, we're going to take it longer.
take an hour and a half.
See, you wouldn't want to be here, bro. You're never going to get there. That's facts, bro. Danny, talk to us about your previous fight. You know, last time that you came on, we were prepping for that fight, and we had spoken about your UFC debut. Talk to us about the lead up to your last fight.
No, it was great. You know, no excuses. He beat me. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, we all have game plans for fights. And he had his, I had mine, and he executed his better than mine. Even though he was a fat bitch, I'm always going to say that. You know what I mean? Because when you're not professional and you're that overweight, but that's not an excuse. You know what I mean? To me, I had the chances to beat him, and during the fight, regardless, he made better decisions than I did, and he did his thing. Let's say, you know what I mean? But I don't know if this was like I said. What happens when you lose a fight? You go back and you're trying to fix things. But you don't know what to fix yet.
Right.
You're thinking about it a lot. You know what I mean? Like, was it this? Was it that? Was it this? Was it that? You know. The only thing I'll say, and it's not, I think it's more of a compliment to him, is I trained a lot for him. I did. I trained my ass off for Joey Gordon. And like I said, now I'm a little bit more like, okay, let's chill out a little bit with the training. Like, I'm still, when I go to the gym, I give it all. But I'm starting to, like, you know, like I said, recover a little bit more too. I would think I was just going 100 miles an hour at the gym, and then when I got to the fight, I ran out of gas a little bit. Because people could come and tell me, oh, you got to do more cardio because you looked a little tired. Man, you think I didn't need cardio? Are you crazy? I was doing cardio all the time. It just happens. And we use our energy in the fight how we want to. I want to knock him out. Everything I threw at him, I was throwing with power. You get tired when you throw power. You know what I mean? And he did his thing. And then I went for a takedown too, and he got up right away. He didn't let me stay in position. And that, anybody that wrestles, if you don't, that's the thing about wrestling. When you're going to take somebody down, you better make sure that you keep them down. If you let him get back up, you just wasted a lot of energy, because it's easier to defend than to be offensively. You know, so.
Right.
Like I said, it is what it is, man. You know, I'm not like, look, I have 4 losses on my record already. I already learned my lesson where I don't go back and just think about everything went wrong. I just move on to the next fight.
So do you rewatch?
I've seen it a couple of times, of course. It gets me angry when I see it. You know? And it helps me. It helps me to, you know.
Yeah,
I don't just watch
my wins.
I don't watch just my wins. You know what I mean? I watch when I lose too, and I'm like, okay, I did this wrong. Shouldn't do this again. Fix things, you know what I mean? But I don't stay stuck in the past. I move forward. I got another fight, which is a whole different type of guy. The guy I'm about to fight is not Jerry Gordon anymore.
Right.
It's a different body, different style. So I gotta move on to the next fight.
And speaking of moving on to the next fight, talk to us about what you're expecting from your next opponent. Talk to us about what do you think of his the time that he had taken off and he's coming back in. Talk to us about your expectations.
Well, Doho Choi is a great opponent. Everybody knows who Doho Choi is. I remember watching him fight, you know what I mean? And now I'm fighting him, which is dope.
Hell yeah.
You know, he's been out for a minute, but it's not because he wanted. That's the difference. If he was out for that long because he wanted to, then I'll say that something's wrong with him.
Right.
But it wasn't. It's because he's Korean, and I think like they called him for the army.
Right.
So
you have mandatory.
He had mandatory. Yeah,
Really?
just like the Korean zombie, they had to do the same thing. So he was forced to.
Was that 2 years probably out?
I'm not
He
sure.
was out. He hasn't fought since 2019. So, he's a great opponent. You know what I mean? Can't think. You know, he's only lost to the best. You know, he lost to Cub Swanson, Jeremy Stevens, and Charlie Jordan. All those three guys are right now, you know, great fighters.
Right,
100%.
So now, man, I'm just ready. You know what I mean? Like I'm a great fighter myself, and I'm just ready to go and beat him. Nothing else. You know what I mean? Now we have our game plan. You know what I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't want him to see this podcast and what the hell I want to do.
Right.
But I got my game plans, and you know, and if it doesn't go that way, I have another one, and if not, I gotta improvise it. This is fighting at the end of the day. Sometimes things don't go your way, and you gotta find something else to do at that moment. You know, you gotta improvise, and I'm ready.
What do you think is, you know, you had mentioned training smart. What do you think are some of the biggest changes in this particular fight camp? You know, you had mentioned the supplements that you're taking or resting a little bit more, but are there any other sort of big changes that you're making to this particular fight camp that you feel were lacking last fight camp?
I have a better bed.
Respect, bro.
I bought a therapeutic bed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll be honest, my bed sucked. You know what I mean? My bed sucked. You know what I mean? I gave it to my dog now. My dog has my bed.
Damn,
I really do.
bro.
He does. That's his bed.
Shout out, buddy.
It's an upgrade, dude. I'm sure it's an upgrade too.
Bro.
It does, believe it or not. It was messing up my back a lot. You know what I mean? I was sleeping, like my bed is an old bed. I'm staying at my sister's house, so that was my niece's room, and it was an old bed. It's a 12-year-old bed, or 15-year-old bed, I think.
Damn.
So every time I was sleep facing down, my back was, you know,
Concave?
Yeah. When I'm sleeping sideways, my hip will be moving like that. So I bought a therapeutic bed. That's helping me out a lot.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Outside of that, nothing else. Like I said, everything is still. I feel like everything is still the same. I'm still eating organic food. I'm still, you know, I said about the supplements already. And I'm actually going into this camp. I'm actually because I feel like to Jerry Gordon, like for example, I was training a lot with one of my students, Richard. And
Shout out, Richard.
and I think he was a good help for the Jerry Gordon fight, but at the same time, Jerry Gordon doesn't have that body frame. Jerry Gordon is not 6 feet, 170 pounds. It's good because I got that strength, but what happens is that you need somebody around that weight class, you know what I mean, that fights around your weight class.
Yeah, that physique.
And helps you with the scrambles and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just different. So going into this camp, I'm actually having training partners that are mimicking a lot of Ho Choi. And I always want people to mimic my opponents, but sometimes some people don't have the same like body frame that he has to help me with that. But this time I feel like I do. So I'm using Shaheem, I'm using Alberto, and I'm using, sometimes I use Fabricio for the fight. I'm still using Richard a lot, you know what I mean? I don't go with everybody, you know what I mean, in the gym. I don't spar with everybody in the gym right now. I spar with them when I'm off camps. Off camps, I spar with anybody. But during camps, I'm trying to get as close as I can to.
Yeah, you got to get used to that body, that layout. That way you know how to manipulate it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that's what we're doing right now, and it's going to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. Every single week, we have what? 3. I said we have 3 segments. You know what I'm talking about. And the first one is actually called Mail Time. You know what I'm talking about. And in this beautiful segment, we normally ask a question from the masses on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We'll put a damn post on our story. You go on our damn story, boom. And you can ask our question to our glorious guest right here. But today, given that we have a live in studio audience, you know what I'm saying? I thought what better time to get some live questions than today. You know what I'm saying? So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, mail time with our live in studio audience. Who's going first?
Dear brother.
Ooh.
All right. So, my question to you is...
And that's Chino. That's prior guest, baby. Prior guest.
Gang
Chino.
shit.
Boom. Gang.
He's back from the Orient to help his brother with
Hey,
training.
gang.
All right, so we go. If you could change something about your past, what would you change and why?
My past?
Damn.
Getting philosophical
Y'all
here, bro.
boys hitting up with the hard hitters.
was deep.
They're getting close.
I would like to change the times that I slack in the gym. Because I think I
Gang
could have made
shit.
it to a UFC sooner.
That's the bar. That's the bar. That's the bar. That's the bar. That's the bar.
I thought he was going to say
That's a
rewatch
bar.
Attack on Titans.
Dude, that's about a great question, Chino. Can we get a second question from our in-studio audience?
So I think everybody focuses on you as a fighter, but one of your greatest jobs and talents is being a coach. Ooh. So I'm wondering, do you have any long-term goals for your coaching?
I do. But I think I already established my mind to help the people I'm already with. I don't think I want to open up to new people. You know what I mean? Because I think like once
you want to see them through. Yeah.
I want to see just them. And it sucks 'cause I feel like I really could help more. You know what I mean? But I just, I've been in this game for 15 years. And I think I want to do eventually other things. And I think like when you want to be a coach, this is what you have to do.
Right.
And I think like once my students, they all get older, I eventually want to start doing other things where with the less they need my help eventually, I'm eventually going to want to do other things that I had in mind. And I don't want to get stuck just doing that. And like I said, I feel like because I don't want to do my job. I don't want to half-ass my job. I want to do it. When I do things, I do it 100%.
Facts.
And right now, I do 100% fighting and I do 100% coaching. But I think later, as I get into my 40s and I'm actually, everybody's getting to the 30s and, I think eventually I may want to do other things and I don't want to hurt people's careers just because I didn't give you the time or I didn't do the right things and you believe in me and I'm not really being as dedicated as I should be.
Respect. Yeah. Bro, these questions, y'all hitting them with some good ones. Let's get our third.
We got another question there?
Yeah, we got another question.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
We got two more. We got two more for our mail time segment. Hit me with them, Julian.
Damn, everyone's giving you hard hitters. I'm gonna give you a light one.
Go for it, man. I'm good.
For me, as like a fellow fighter, when I'm cutting weight, man, I can't cut out sweets, bro. Like it's a tough one for me. What's one item, like food-wise or anything that you just can't cut out, man, when you're cutting weight or when you're going through your training and shit?
Gum. If you noticed that, I was just chewing gum a few minutes ago. I think gum, I like chewing gum. I like candy. I really do like candy. I could get away from ice cream. I could get away from cake, brownies, or any other stuff. But candy, I like candy. You know what I mean? I don't mind like Jolly Ranchers and stuff like that. But I try not to eat. So the only one I do is I chew gum because they say actually gum is good for you to chew. Boxers do that all the time to get like your jaw strong.
Oh yeah.
So I use that as an excuse to be able to chew gum.
Dang, bro. That's 3 out of 4.
Lie to himself. I like it.
Bro, that's 3 out of 4 scientists approved right there.
Hey, man, I get the little Snickers bites, little mini ones. I say just one is okay. If I eat just one, I'm all right.
Dang.
I love Snickers.
That's beautiful.
I'm able to get away from Snickers.
And the last question from our mail time segment. Hit me with it,
I feel like
Michelle.
the microphone's so far away. I'm like, mine is gonna be like a fun one. If they made a movie about you, who would play you in the movie?
Danny Trejo.
Oh, that's
Danny
a good
Trejo,
one.
bro.
You can't play yourself.
Academy Award winning, obviously.
Bro, just say you're gonna break his heart. Say
I would like my favorite actor to do it, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Gang.
We don't look alike.
Bro, he'll get a 10.
Bro, what?
Here, bro.
That's a method
He'll get a
actor.
10,
He'll figure
dude.
it out.
It's 2021, bro.
He'll
Let's
get-
CGI that shit.
Bro, he'll get a neck tattoo.
Gang shit, bro.
Gang. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh shit, that's true. Yeah, that would be a good movie for sure.
You would like your favorite actor to do it.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean? Why would you want somebody else?
You just broke Juan's heart, by the
He
way.
may
What do
actually
you
do
mean?
like a
He
wrong
wanted
job.
to be cast. He wanted to be cast for that role, dude. You just
I
broke
did,
it.
yeah. Oh my God. That is beautiful. DiCaprio, if you're listening, you know what I'm saying? There's a role with your name on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. God.
Hell yeah.
Danny, talk to me about the importance of continuously training. Obviously you have to have the work ethic of someone, of a madman to pursue a career like this. But I guess tell me the point at which others fall off. It's a Saturday training and I want to watch Attack on Titan. I don't want to go, I don't want to go train. What gets you out of bed? What gets you there on that Saturday when the last thing you want to do is train?
My losses. My losses remind me all the time how I felt. And I remember every time I lost, how I felt, and it's miserable. I don't like feeling miserable. And I remember I don't take losses well. You know what I mean? Like I said it before, I hate losing more than what I like winning. And it gets to a point where, I start thinking about those things, and it takes me back to that moment, that feeling of seeing somebody that, you could have beat, and he beat. You know what I mean? And it sucks. And then everybody's giving you everybody wants to give you a hug and feel sorry for you. I don't like that stuff. If you know who I am, I don't like, when I lose, I don't like nobody around me. I just hate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me lose in peace.
Yeah, technically. You know what I mean? So, and that to me it is. And while you're training, you have things that are motivating you sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a coach, so I have to lead by example as one motivation. But like, my biggest thing is like, I remember all the time, like, yo, remember when you lost. It's kind of like this fight coming up. It's like, remember you lost. Remember how you felt with Jared Gordon. And that's why I'm like, yo, we got to go. I don't want to feel like that again.
Wow. Danny, this is right now your third fight for the UFC. What are some things going into your first UFC fight that you maybe thought would possibly happen and didn't, or experiences that you that were fresh for your first UFC debut and now you're kind of, you know what to expect?
I thought I was gonna get nervous for my first fight, and it didn't happen. And it didn't even happen in the second one. So I wonder if that day is gonna come.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I haven't been nervous, which is weird.
Not
I
even-
get nervous before the fights. Like days, even hours before I get to a locker room. But the moment it's like we're talking about, like, they're like saying you're 2 fights away from fighting. I'm in a whole different zone now. I tell people all the time, it's like a weird high. It's weird because I'm like zoned out in a weird way. It's like it feels like it's not real at the moment. You know what I mean? And you just go. You know what I mean? And I think I think that's it. Like, everything else is same.
Talk to me about the importance of not underestimating your opponent. Some people are thinking, this guy's been out for, a year, 2 years, X amount of time. He must be hella rusty. What do you think about that?
Well, actually, I feel like it happened to me in the last fight. I thought I was going to get him out in the first round, 2 rounds. I really thought that. I really trained it. I said, oh, Jared Gordon's going to get knocked out. I'm going to knock him out. And as the fight's happening, it's not happening. He's surviving my best hits, and he's there. And actually, he's giving me a fight. But the good thing I'm experienced enough to know, okay, I don't get discouraged by it. You know what I mean?
Next plan.
But I think anybody else that has not experienced that will feel that. You know what I mean? I've been there before when I hit somebody with my best shots and they got up and they still fighting me. So I'm experienced there. But beginning of my career, I did that a couple of times. I really thought, I'm going to put them away. And I didn't. So that's bad. You need to be focused for all 3 rounds or 5 if you're doing a title. But you got to be focused for you're going through a war, not a little battle. I mean, you got to be ready for war. I mean, if you get him on like my first round knockouts, I got me thinking I may go to war all 3 rounds, and it happened quick, and I'm like, oh damn, I got him out, boom, 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 let's go. I do visualize me beating them, but there is times that you get too comfortable and you think you got this like that, and it's good to feel that way, but don't underestimate it because. If you saw yesterday what happened to Sean O'Malley, you see what I mean? He thought he was gonna get him out in the first round because he was an 11 didn't know this guy, was eating shots crazy, but look, it went all 3 rounds and unfairly stoppage, but whatever.
Right.
You see, you could see it in O'Malley's face. He was shocked.
Right.
How much this guy was pushing forward, taking his shots and not going away.
Mentally,
So
that's got to catch you off guard.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That's why he was looking at the clock. That's why he was looking at the clock. He kept looking at the clock. I was like, damn, when is this gonna be over? Because this guy's not going away.
Right.
So you have to be careful with that.
Because mentally, it's got to tire you
Of
out.
course.
Maybe not physically, but
No,
mentally, you're like, what
mental
the fuck,
is
dude?
it's gonna tire you out mentally.
How do you not get disillusioned by that? How do you not get disillusioned by the fact that someone who's been knocked out by that same hit is taking it? Is taking it? How do you not let that get to you?
I think for me, experience, because like I said, I already experienced it. I don't know for others, but for me, experience helped me to understand that now. Now I'm like, I look at somebody and I'm like, okay, you're not going away. Don't worry. I'm gonna put you away a little bit later. And my picture there with like, and I keep going, and then I realize I'm like, oh damn, I went on 3 rounds with this guy, but you know what? I won, so who cares? You know what I mean? So, but I think to me it was experience. I don't know how other people handle it. You know, I only can only speak for myself.
Right.
For the listeners, tuning in on YouTube, because you can go on Spotify, you can go on Apple Podcasts, you can go on all that good stuff, Deezer, iHeartRadio, but you got to go on YouTube so you can see the man's beautiful grin, you know what I'm saying? You can see the first round management Colombia shirt on deck, boom, fleek, you know what I'm saying? Fuagata. Check that shit out. Danny,
That's bullshit. He wants you to see him in his flag, bro.
Oh,
That's what he wants, bro.
That's
For real, bro. You fibbing. We're pretending over here, right?
Yeah, we're trying to be nice. We're being nice over
bro.
here.
The second I heard the Colombia, I was like, this guy's
bro,
bullshit.
Colombia had a great tournament. That's all I'm going to say.
You should say he was being nice when we made it. When we made it, he was like, "Oh, congrats!
Good game.
We play first."
He sent me that exact message,
And
bro.
then he's like, and I'm thinking
Felicitaciones.
like, bro, shut up, bro. You know, you're about to go with Ecuador and you don't know what's about to happen. You're just trying to bring some good karma to yourself.
100%. That's exactly what I was doing.
He did the same exact shit to me, bro.
That's exactly what I was doing.
I know.
The same shit to me, bro.
Damn. Holy shit.
And he did it twice because Peru's there too. So he was like, oh, congrats, bro. You guys are doing good. Fuck yourself, dude. Text me.
For the listeners back at home, like I was saying, that are tuned in on YouTube, you don't know, but last night there was a UFC event. You know what I'm saying? That mostly everybody, if I'm not mistaken, got to watch. Give us your 2 cents on that. Talk to us about the event. Talk to us about the O'Malley fight, and more importantly, talk to us about the freak accident of the main event.
I think the whole card was fire. Prelims, main card. I actually even posted it on my Instagram. I talked about it actually already. I think the O'Malley fight, you know, come on, man. It's an 11-day notice guy. But respect, I like the fight that O'Malley gave him a lot. Gave him a lot of respect. He should have. He should. You know, he's trying to play basketball. He's fighting him, and it didn't work. You didn't get the dunk. You know what I mean?
All right.
And then in the main card, I think Conor started strong. I like the way he started. Didn't like the way he finished, going for a guillotine. I just didn't think it was the right idea. Dustin, that's his world. He started elbowing him, started getting the best of him. Now, the freak accident, I don't know. I talked to people because who am I to know about that only? Because I'm a fighter, I don't know
all the technical stuff.
all the details, you know what I mean? So I was talking to Amy about it.
Shout out Amy, prior guest. You know what I'm saying? We've had everybody in this bitch.
So Amy was telling me that she believes it was something that he probably had, like not a crazy injury, but little injuries. He probably already hurt himself there during camp or something. He didn't even know himself. You know what I mean? He probably,
Slight tear in the ligament there.
probably kicking, practicing for this fight. He's kicking, and sometimes people did check those kicks probably during camp, and probably like little by little you started messing up that bone, and because if you look at the way he leaned back, and I know he was about to just sprain his ankle, but then his bone just gave up.
Yeah.
So it could be that. I don't really know. I'm not a doctor. It would be dumb me talking about it. You know what I mean? And the only thing I'll say too about Rich, I'm gonna make a video about it because I was gonna post it today. I think like the commentating, leave it for the experts of MMA.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith, bro. Come on.
Max Kellerman, Teddy Atlas, man, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What are you
bro.
doing?
All right? Like, you don't see Daniel Cormier or Joe Rogan talk about basketball or football.
Right.
They don't get an ESPN for those. All right? They get an ESPN to talk about fighting because that's what they know. So why are these guys in my sport talking crap about who they believe is back or all Conor's done or that? Shut up, bro. You don't know shit about fighting. So just get the hell out of here.
Right. It actually kind of reminds me of something else. Talk to me about one of the most polarizing, I guess, subjects in MMA is the judging. And I mean, just off rip, I can think of one recent scenario where there was a round that was given 30-27, and I didn't think it was 30-27, and well, yada, yada, yada. Talk to me about judging in MMA.
Man, some people do a good job. So you can't, talk bad about all the judges. But these judges don't know really that much about fighting. You know what I mean? Like, they don't. They never experience what's being in the mat. Sometimes they just go based by numbers, like analytics. Oh, he got a takedown, he's winning. But what did he do with the takedown?
Right.
Did he punch the guy got back up real quick? You know what I mean? Or sometimes they're like, oh, that guy stuffed 3 takedowns. Yes, but the other guy was the one that's being offensive with the shots. He was the one putting the pressure. So you got to give it to the guy that's actually putting the pressure. Like, you got to know fighting to judge it too. You know what I mean?
There's
and if
no
I'm
like
not wrong,
course or something that they have to take.
no,
like,
not that I know.
certification.
Not
or
even
some shit?
referees. Not even
Really?
referees. I heard that. Not even referees.
I feel like the ref would be important, right?
Yeah,
Right. To know what the fuck's going on.
I don't
to
understand
know when to
why.
pull them
I don't know
off.
how that works, but that's what I heard. You know what I mean? I heard it from actually a referee from Miami. I'm not gonna give names because I'm not gonna jump out there.
Hey, bro, shout out Julian. We was talking about bad referees the other day. Gang shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, let me tell you, MMA is the worst. You thought jiu-jitsu was bad, man. MMA is even worse.
Gang.
Like you have,
Allegedly.
you have the Canelo fight versus Triple G, the first one, and you had a judge gave Canelo 10 rounds to 2, and it was crazy.
No.
That
yeah.
same judge was gonna do a month later a UFC event. How are you gonna do it? You can't even judge a boxing fight, which a boxing fight is just hands.
Right.
It should be easier to judge it. And you're gonna go judge MMA? That's crazy.
That's insane.
And it's all because of the boxing commission and they, people are, get hooked up with jobs there and
Yeah, of
stuff
course.
like that.
And they gotta
it's
sanction the MMA fights the
exactly.
same.
So, but you can't change that because the boxing commission is the law for combat sports. So unless, I don't know how they would be able to change that, but I believe like they should start, like you said, have a course for you to learn how to judge, or even you
Make it
gotta
universal. It's gotta be something,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, because you're hurting people's careers. You know what I mean? You understand that winning the laws means a lot. I mean, when you win, it's like a big step forward. When you lose, it's like 3 steps backwards. So your call could actually hurt someone.
Right.
That's why I don't like doing. What is it called when the court sends you that mail? Jury duty.
jury
Oh,
duty.
jury duty.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I don't want to be in
Allegedly,
charge of
bro.
someone's fate. I don't know if I'm gonna put him
Yeah.
in jail or not. I don't want just because
Yeah.
my opinion. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
fuck that.
Fuck that. Danny, you constantly, you mention your age. I'm 34 years old. Why do you feel the need to state that? And more importantly, what do you feel is the main difference between yourself going into your third fight into the UFC at 34 years old and someone who's going into their first fight at, say, 25?
The reason I say a lot because I like to be realistic about it. I'm not gonna pretend I'm 25 years old. Do I feel like a 25-year-old? I feel better than a 25-year-old.
Gang!
But the problem is that I'm not gonna be dumb and just think like that and then start taking my time for granted. I already took enough time for granted. So I like to know where I'm at so I could just push this next years and become a champion and make a lot of money. You know what I mean?
And what would be the main difference between you and someone that's starting out, at 25, 26?
You're young. You're young, and what happens when you're young? I remember, my conditioning coach when I was 25, he used to tell me, "Oh, you got like 10 years." Now, if I talk about 35, that's 1 year from now.
Right.
Actually, it's actually months from now because I turned 35 on March.
Okay.
So I go back to think about that, and I'm like, damn, I remember when he used to tell me you had 10 years. Now it's like a year. But then, like I said, the good thing, this is wood. Knock on wood.
Is it?
I never got in a main injury. You know what I mean? I never been through what Connor just went through or something
Some
like
sort
that,
of
or turn your ACL or shoulder rotator cuffs or hernias or I haven't had that, thank God. You know what I mean? I've been blessed like that. So, but I like to, like I said, I'm mature enough to know already, like, yo, you're 34. That means you got enough years to go make it happen and just go make it happen. I'm not gonna pretend I'm 22. I'm not 22. I was 22. And what happened, like I said, people when you're young, they get distracted. Relationships, friendships, work,
Right.
family, or bad habits.
Right.
Bullshit, you know what I mean? A lot of bullshit. And they start taking time for granted because they think that you're still young and time is flying.
Right.
Time flies fast.
I remember actually a while back, this has been before Chino Maidana had lost the weight, and I was telling you, I was like, that boy's gonna lose weight, he's gonna fight again. You're like, there's a point that you just don't lose it again. And that kind of scared me. I was like, damn, I might need to start on road to 205. And I kind of, kick-started the whole routine, gang. Pero your ability to be able to have that self-awareness, where does that come from?
I think the way I was raised, I think my dad, my aunts, the way they raised me, and I think a little bit of me too. I'm that's how I am. I could tell. I don't lie to myself.
Right.
You could lie to anybody, but you can't lie to yourself.
That's
and I don't lie to myself. So I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's why I used to tell you that, because I do have a friend now, and I'll say his name, Javi. You know, I hope he hears this so he could fucking change. You know what I mean? He used to gain weight and lose it and be shredded, and then he wouldn't care and gain it again. And now he gained it to a point when now he's 32 and he's been trying to lose it, and it's been a mission.
Oh, shit.
And I told him, the older you get, the harder it is. And he's going through that mission now. And I hope he hears that, because he needs to change. You know what I mean? Don't be in the hospital eating a cheeseburger. What's wrong with you?
Damn, bro, you can put that on my tombstone too, for real.
As long as it's got onions on there, right? You're eating healthy.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, every single week, you know what I'm talking about? We have 3. I said 3 segments, you know what I'm talking about? And the second one is actually the movie review of the week. You know what I'm talking about? And I hope y'all prepared too. Because in this segment, you know, I ask our guests and also our glorious in-house audience for a recommendation, a suggestion. You know, I'm talking about a movie, a TV show, an album if you want to. Anything that, you know, let's say you had the masses of people. You got 10,000 people in front of you and they're bored and they need entertainment for an hour, 2 hours. What would you suggest them?
Bro, let's not fib. This is going to be a 6th time we hear Attack on Titans. Bro. That's what it is. This is the Attack on Titan episode review.
Director's cut, bro.
In Spanish. No, to be honest, I've been so focused in this fight, I haven't been watching that much. Today we're gonna go watch Black Widow.
Gang.
So we're gonna see how good is it.
I heard good things about that movie.
Okay.
I've been watching this show Flash, but I'm not crazy about it. I got stuck with it.
I
really did. I got stuck with
on
it.
The
you know what I mean?
CW?
It wasn't really my choice. My brother was watching
shout
it.
out
And
Chino,
I started watching it.
Shout out Chino.
And I got stuck with it. You know what I mean? But like I always tell people, I watch sports. You know what I mean? So there's a reason why we're watching that game right there too.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Euro finals.
And it's 1-1
No,
now.
and it was almost 2-1, bro, but they called it back from Italy.
Okay. So right now I'm busy. I was busy with the
Copa
America, the eliminations. The
World Cup, baby.
the
Eliminatorias de World Cup.
The real cup. All right, it's
Hell
gonna
yeah.
start later on. We're
The
watching
Olympics are coming up, too.
The Olympics
are
are coming
coming
up
up.
too, which I think is bullshit. That this girl is getting.
Stupid as fuck.
It's not gonna be able to compete just because she smoked weed. But they
Her
let.
name is Sha'Carri Richardson.
There you go.
Hell yeah, say her name,
the
bro.
fastest-
You know,
the
they call
fastest
that.
Say her name.
You know, they want to call that unfairness, but they let transgenders compete, and you know, it's come on, man.
Yeah, that was
Guarada.
I'm just saying.
That's a hot
I
take.
just like to be fair. Period. You know what I mean? And I watch sports. You know what I mean? I've been watching sports a lot. I haven't even been watching a Japanese animation like that. I finished my shows and I want to start a new one, but I just haven't started one. The people be talking about Dr. Stone. I want to start watching it. But yeah, I haven't been watching anything but sports
right now.
and focus on my fight.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
yeah.
Audience, what do we have as far as suggestions for the masses?
Well, we rewatched Gladiator.
Oh,
Gang
shit.
shit, bro.
Last
Banger.
weekend, yeah. it's a
All
straight
right.
banger, yeah.
All right.
Russell Crowe and
bro.
How many stars out of 5?
It's a 4 out of 5.
Solid.
Solid 4 out of 5, man.
What?
Ooh, Emi does not agree.
Bro, it's a
it's-
5 out of 5, dude.
No, it's, yeah.
That's 10 out of 5. What the fuck are we doing, dude?
I gotta be honest, it's great. It's a classic for
Get
sure,
out
for
of
sure, for
town,
sure.
bro. 4 out of 5.
Chino,
bro.
you got anything for the people?
I'll be honest, man. I haven't been watching anything.
You've been watching Flash?
I was, but then he
took
went
over.
ahead and took over. and
You
pretty
left
much
him behind, bro.
I did.
I just stopped watching, and I don't watch TV. I don't watch. I told you guys before. I don't. I watch a lot of YouTube, like fights and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
A lot of boxing, a lot of jiu-jitsu. I'm trying to keep myself, in the modern game with that. So that's pretty much what I do all the time. I'm trying to study.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pornhub.
Am I
That's a 5 out of 5 right there, bro.
Katya and Michelle, is there anything in that realm?
I don't know why, but this week I decided to rewatch Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2.
Which one is that one?
And that's a 10 out of 5 any day.
Is that the
Thank
last
you.
one?
Yes.
Don't do that to me, Emi.
I love all the Harry
Is that the
Potter.
last one?
Thank you.
Yes.
The last 2.
The last two?
Because the last
Okay,
book
those
was
were
broken
good.
up
Those
into
were
2
good.
What do you
parts.
mean?
Those were
One,
good.
two.
They were
What do you mean
all
they're good?
good.
I said they're
All
good.
of
What do you mean?
Yeah,
All of the Harry Potter movies are
all of them.
But
Emi?
you can rank
All
them.
of them. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I
Emi
saw the
did
first
not
one when I was
like
a
that.
child. It was good. First one was good when I was a child.
And as an adult.
Oh my God.
I tried to watch them on HBO. They dropped all of them. And I was like, fuck, dude, this is a chore. I also noticed I hadn't seen a lot of them. I didn't know they dropped these last 2 either.
Yeah.
Yeah. These last 2 were really good, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the 7th book, right? They broke it into 2.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're not talking about, because they came out with,
Oh, no. That's the ones with...
there was a spinoff. Michelle, are you hopping on Gladiator or are you...
Oh, my God. We need to vet our in-studio
this
audience,
week
bro.
we watched Independence Day.
Gang
Okay.
shit!
And then we watched
5, bro.
Gladiator.
Oh, yeah, actually, shout out the U.S., bro. Happy 4th of July. Thank you.
So we
Gang
watched
shit.
Independence Day on
Gang
Independence
shit.
Day.
The legit one or the new one?
No, the legit one.
Shout out Will Smith,
And,
bro.
Yes.
I hadn't seen it in like, I had probably seen it once like forever ago. So it's like I had seen it for the first time. And it's pretty good.
Ugh.
But I mean, it's no Armageddon. It's not,
Also great movie.
Shout out Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Shout out
Armageddon.
Armageddon. Top
Yeah.
movies of all time.
Gladiator is pretty good. Again, that's another one that I don't even know if I had ever seen it.
Oh, God.
Obviously, you like have seen parts of it, and
Right.
it's so pop culture relevant that
Of
like you
course.
know the references.
right.
But I'm like, have I even ever seen this movie? That's pretty good. Like,
Dang.
I was so glad to show her the movie because I'm
Hell yeah.
always referencing Gladiator. Are you not
You gave it a 4 out
entertained?
of 5, bro?
You know, I just gotta be overall objective about it. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely
Bro,
a
the
9 out of 10
Hans
movie.
Zimmer, I take my hat off to you. You killed the
Damn.
fucking game, dude.
Yeah, you
Come
know,
on,
Ridley
bro.
Scott is the man. So
Bro, I've been watching...
Exactly, bro.
I've been watching In the Heights nonstop, you know what I'm saying?
it's officially
Bro.
off of HBO Max.
Oh,
just so
yeah,
everyone knows.
I get it illegally, bro. What's good, you know what I'm saying? Gang shit.
that.
I got...
You can't say that.
That's right. Shout out the West Side Story
I got more-
remake.
I got more
Shout out the
hoes
West Side
than
Story.
I got more hoes than phone books in Tokyo. Gang shit.
That is,
That's a bar.
excuse me,
That's
is
a bar.
that is the Broadway version? That's
Yeah.
not the film
no,
version?
I know, but the Broadway version's better.
you like
I
Let's be
agree a
honest.
million
That-
percent.
what?
Thank
like
you very
musicals?
much.
No, I don't like musicals.
Yeah, bro. I don't
Actually, the last entertaining movie I watched, it was Tenet. That was the last entertaining movie I watched. Tenet.
I
I
can
still
tell
have
you
to watch
guys
that
what
one.
not to watch.
Please.
And since
Oh.
this will air after embargo has lifted, it's totally fine. You don't have waste your time, I guess. But then remember that we had this conversation when you watched Space Jam.
I heard. You told me already. I'm still gonna watch it. Yeah, I mean,
Space
I
Jam
have to,
2,
I have
by
to.
the way.
Yeah.
Space Jam, a new life. I
don't know, man.
Yeah, I heard pretty bad things too.
But I'm gonna wait till it comes out on streaming, then I'll watch it.
Yeah.
And if you're on music, go watch the new J. Cole's album.
Oh,
Offset.
yeah.
It was great.
Or
Fire.
Justin Bieber.
Fire.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, his album, you wanted suggestions, right?
We did.
His album is very good. If you just let go of whatever bias you have in your mind about Justin Bieber and listen to
That's
it
a no for
objectively,
Danny.
if you let
Bro,
go
Danny,
of
he
whatever
released that
bias,
fire song,
okay, well then,
Despacito,
I'm
dude.
sorry
Come
that
on,
you guys
bro.
are not open-minded.
That guy is an artiste, dude.
Oh my God.
Despacito was fire.
Those are beautiful suggestions from our in-house audience. We thank you for those. Danny, talk to us about, if there's one thing that is two things that are staples when you are getting ready for a fight is that you're going to have a soccer game at some point and that you are also going to go to, the Fresh Market and fill up your shopping cart. Talk to us about your eating regimen a couple weeks out from the fight. Or when do you start eating like really, really healthy?
No, I've been eating healthy since youth. You're supposed to eat healthy off camps,
Right.
but sometimes you don't.
Shout out hamburger, cheeseburger. Bro, he's been fucking up that candy bowl. Huh? You know what I just realized?
Got that rappers going on
I heard
here.
like a cracking sound. I was like, what am I doing? I just realized it's Chino over here.
I was like, bro, is my chair,
He made such an effort at doing it slowly while you guys.
is my chair breaking down right now?
But I'll say, no, I'm always eating healthy when I have fights. Sometimes I'm on and off when I'm off camps, and you're not supposed to. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be eating healthy the whole time. But right now, I've been eating healthy. Though what it is as I get closer to the fight, I gotta cut down the carbs. Because I gotta make weight. That's just the only difference, making weight. But eating healthy, you're supposed to eat healthy the whole entire time going to the fight. So that's what I always do. And I'm going to be stuck in a bubble again, so I won't be able to play soccer because I'll be gone by Tuesday. I think it's the 27, one of those 2 days. And so I'm still going to take my soccer ball, and what I do, I play by myself. I just run with the ball. That's what I do. I just run with the ball. It keeps me distracted. Just running by itself with music, it gets me bored. So I'll just be running with the ball, and I'll kick it, and I'll run to it, I'll kick it to, because it's around the parking lot, and I'll be kicking it to a sidewalk. And
Bro, there's been no fighters out there like, yo, you're trying to
get into this or what? A lot of fighters don't come out to a parking lot and do anything. They're cutting weight differently. They're doing saunas, because they give you a portable sauna. They'll be doing hot tubs. Me, sometimes I like to just go and run a little bit. So nobody really comes out and actually wants to play. So nobody plays with me.
Actually, it's gonna be hot as fuck over there now, bro. It's gonna be hot as fuck.
Bro, I was just told by my friend. I have he's the weather guy from Univision. I used to give him privates back then in a gym that I used to work, and he told me that right now it's 100 and something. Like it's really really hot, and I'm like, damn, where? He's like Vegas, and I'm like, God damn, I'll be there in 3 weeks. And I'm like, well, then technically, it will help me to cut weight if I need to really go outside and run. And, just put the sauna suit on, sweet sweat all over you, and just go running. It's probably going to help me to just break a lot of sweat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what helped me in my first fight. I almost didn't make weight. I was I was dying already. And all I did was kind of like walk around the parking lot and just let the sun do his job. And it helped me to make weight.
Wow.
So, it probably helps me now. It didn't help me last time because it was cold. It was February.
Yeah.
And it was really cold in Vegas. But what I did is I put a lot of sweaters and a lot of shirts on. And they say that, the body has to heat up to, keep the blood
flowing.
Yeah, no, the blood
circulating.
Warm.
Okay.
Your blood's not gonna get just cold. You know what I mean? So it makes you sweat. Like when I came out of when I got back to the hotel and I took all my clothes, I was really sweaty. So running in the cold makes you sweat too. But you tiene que abrigarse. You have to put a lot of stuff on. I mean, I put like 2 sweatpants, 2 shorts, 2 underwears. Yeah. Like
that's a mistake people make out there. Bro. Yeah. You put too much shit on, you forget you're gonna sweat underneath like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. But it was good. I did that on purpose, because.
Oh well,
at the same time, I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be running like this. No, I was running comfortable, and I was just sweating. It was good.
What about talk to us about the mental toll of going into the bubble? Because that wasn't a thing before COVID, obviously. Is that a new challenge that you had to adapt to? The days inside the bubble, away from being able to talk to anybody else, or really just in the bubble.
Me growing up, I used to get punished and stay in the crib. You know what I mean? So the same shit, the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? I don't understand these grown ass people whining like little kids. Like you can't be in the house for 3-4 days. That's stupid.
Right?
You ever been punished? They never punished you at the crib?
Of course.
You can't come out and play?
You're grounded.
Yeah, you're grounded Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday back to school.
For real.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not a big deal. To me, it's not a big deal. I'm at the crib. I still got my phone. You still got something to play with. You're on your phone the whole time.
Right.
And I normally take somebody with me.
Right.
So, I got somebody there in the hotel with me. Not a big deal.
God.
I understand all these whiny ass people.
Plus, you still go out, right? You still go to the grocery store and whatever.
Only, the first day I get stuck in the building. They don't. You get COVID tested and you cannot get
until
out
you get
of the building.
Results.
The next day, you get the results, and then I could decide to go to the PI, which is the Performance Institute, or I could go to the Whole Foods, and you could still go to a Walmart. They take you there, but you gotta have your mask and your gloves on, and so it's not a big deal, man. I don't know why people go so crazy by being stuck in the house for like 2 days. It's not a big deal. I've been stuck in the house before for 3 days. And I just didn't want to chill this weekend. I was just at the crib watching Law and Order. Right?
I saw that, bro. I saw a marathon.
Watching the marathon.
Saw a marathon, boy.
Or sometimes I watch the marathons. I like what's it called? Sitcoms.
Right.
I like Friends, the 70s Show. I watch. Sometimes I get stuck in the house just watching that.
Hell yeah.
I like that stuff.
Boy Meets World, that shit's fire, yo. I'm letting you know, yo. It's a banger, thank you. Danny, talk to us about MMA Masters. Talk to us about what did you assess after your last fight, and talk to us about your experience at Masters.
Well, that's my second home. You know what I mean? I've been at my Masters for 12 years. I think we're about to go to 13. And that's my brotherhood right there. You know what I mean? I've been there for a minute. My teammates, my coaches. I'm very comfortable there. Like, we all care about each other. We all help each other. Man, we have a great thing going on. You know what I mean? We all, we win some, we lose. We win some, we lose some. We're going to lose some fights here and there. It is what it is. You know what I mean? This is part of the game. You're not going to win it at all. You know what I mean? But as long as we all help and support each other, in the good and bad, we're good. We're Gucci.
Okay.
But MMA Masters right now, to me, we're finally getting recognized in the big stages. You know what I mean? We always were there, but finally, like, people talk about MMA Masters. You know what I mean? And right now, we are the number one team in Miami, and we will be the number one team in the world.
That's what's up.
Gang shit.
Gang shit. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, every single week, you know what I'm saying? We have 3. I said 3 segments, you know what I'm saying? And the third one is actually the quest for the truth. You know what I'm talking about? And in this here segment, I pick a random, emphasis on the word random card from this here deck of cards. And we ask not only our guests, but the glorious in-house audience as well. Thank you so much. And Emi, take it away.
So they have a question to give again, each one?
No, I'm going to ask that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to the Euro Cup. We're here at extra time,
I thought I was
baby.
going to miss it. I thought I was like...
I looked down, I was like, wait a minute, did it fucking end? Did I not notice?
No, because remember, Copa America, they go straight to penalties. They actually go overtime.
I think I heard, that's what I was telling Juan. I think I heard yesterday we were going to go to overtime.
Hold on, you guys didn't go to overtime?
No, we get that
won.
shit done in the first 90, baby. That's how we do
I think
that
it was
shit.
supposed to, like, if
They
it
were
was
supposed
tied,
to
it
go
was
to
supposed to go
overtime,
overtime.
right?
No.
It was 1-0. Yeah.
It was
I know,
1-0. They scored a goal. I was outside.
I was rooting for Brazil to make that one. I wanted overtime.
No.
I wanted that extra time, bro.
You know
what?
like,
Penalties, baby.
It's like,
Some
I
excitement.
hate both teams. So
I just
it was
wanted
like,
to
I
get
didn't know
the
who to root
fuck
for.
out.
I didn't know who to root for. I was like, which one is the lesser of both evils? You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, I guess it's going to be Argentina because I just hated the way Neymar talked about Colombia. So I'm like, fuck
Bro,
you.
fuck Neymar, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, fuck Neymar. So
Ladies and gentlemen, for the question time segment, I have no idea who to start with. Do I leave the guest as for last? Do I put the guest first? I guess we'll find out.
Danny should go first.
Thanks.
Yeah, that way he gets to enjoy the rest of the answers. from
That's
the-
true. That's true. That's
question
true.
myself.
From the couch.
Danny.
From the casting couch.
Shout out Casting Couch.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Sarah J.
Gang shit.
Danny.
I just saw these actually. Shout out to Jay.
She sent us stickers.
Hell yeah.
What's your favorite family tradition? And you guys can't hop on each
I
other's
have a
answers.
feeling, but that's tough because I have a feeling a lot of them include like eating.
That's
We're
what I was thinking right
Hispanic,
now.
dude. Yeah.
I would say, damn, I do like Christmas and New Year's. I like both. Hold on.
Oof, ¿qué tal el banquete, bro?
Like both.
Yo, dude, I think this is for the UFC. Don't set
I'll
up
think
fights
New
after
Year's.
those, bro.
Well, no, I like Christmas more because you got the kids and the gifts
it's more
and all that
family,
stuff. I think Christmas. I like the Christmas.
But do you guys
spirit.
like do a Colombian twist on Christmas? Like, do you guys do
Hacen la
anything?
comida a medianoche?
Like, do you do
No,
anything
we-
like
we
something that's just yours?
My sister's the one that cooks. You know, and she always tells everybody bring something.
Right.
You know, but she's the one that cooks. She does the
That's el
ribs.
pavo
She does the
and all that
potato
shit.
salad.
Ooh,
La ensalada
ribs.
de papa. You know what I mean? She does a lot of the stuff. And what I'm not liking now is that they're starting to do the other tradition where they open the gifts the very next day in the morning.
Right.
I like it when they did it at 12 o'clock at
midnight,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want your shit right there, yo?
You know, open the gifts right that moment. But not, you know,
I'm putting this shit on layaway, bro.
kids nowadays, man.
Bro, did you believe
It's
Santa
just-
Claus, bro?
I did when I was a kid. Hell
Right?
yeah.
Wait,
But now-
until what age?
7.
Yeah, but
I was in Colombia and one of my friends told me, Santa doesn't exist. And I'm like, yeah, right. But I'll tell you something. I use it as an advantage.
Yeah, right.
Because then I started asking for stuff on Christmas. I already knew Santa didn't exist. And it's funny because my aunt kept like, I remember I was asking for like, you know, in Colombia is this thing called Atari, which is like the Super Nintendo, but the cheapest version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Atari's everywhere.
But is it Atari or Family? Family?
Family.
I think
That was also
something like that. Okay. So I remember my aunt was kind of like talking to me. I was like, oh no, pero porque no pides esto, pides eso? And I'm thinking, yada, shut up. I know Santa doesn't exist, but I'm gonna milk this. You know what I mean? I would say Christmas. I think Christmas is cool because you got the kids, you got the
but
kids,
we find out
you got
before the white folks because I remember my white friends were like, oh yeah, bro, till I was like 12. I'm like, what, bro?
Yeah.
At midnight, after a while, you're like, hold on, bro, I'm awake right now. What
Yeah.
is this motherfucker
Right,
getting
right,
here,
right.
bro?
I do like Thanksgiving, but we didn't grow up with that. It was here.
Oh, yeah,
Thanksgiving is here.
100%.
I didn't grow up with Thanksgiving, so I wouldn't say Thanksgiving. I think out of all the holidays, is Christmas.
Emi, what is your favorite family
I mean, he took
tradition?
Christmas, so I gotta find another one.
Yeah. It could also be something that just your family does, like, you know. putting that out there. If you need a minute, we will take it to the in-house audience.
Nah, I'll take Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was born here, so by then I got all the Thanksgiving. Plus, my aunt married this white dude from Kentucky
Oh, damn.
or Kansas. I think it's Kentucky.
So he does Thanksgiving for
But
real?
yeah, so he would do the Thanksgiving, right? And he
Oh,
would do the
shit.
turkey and he loves grilling, so we would take like fucking pisco sour and like super Hispanic ass sides, and he would have like this turkey and be like, "What the fuck are we supposed to do with this, dude?" But bro, fuck it, dude. I was eating all that shit. It's delicious, but it's awesome because you get together with all the family.
Yes.
And
No, I love
that's
Thanksgiving.
the cool part about it.
Oh, yeah.
And then plus you watch some football, so
Right.
that's also awesome.
You lost me there. Chino,
Yeah.
what is your favorite family tradition?
All right.
Chinese New Year.
No. I'm gonna say the same. It's gonna be like Christmas, New Year's. One of the things too is when I came here from Colombia, I came during almost the time like November, and December was really close around that. So I guess just having the whole entire family, we all get together all the time. As we obviously getting older, everybody have getting away. Like I have my brother, my younger brother and sister. They live in Seattle now, so sometimes they get a chance to come during that time, so we get to spend a lot more time together as family.
Yeah.
And since we like all brothers most now, so I think it's like one of the best things we get to like spend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really value that time so
And
much more when you're
Absolutely.
older.
100%.
Absolutely. But you know what? You're right. It's from November through December is really just like a family month where we just hang out all the time. And
Yeah,
I mean, the ones that are out of town, they can only come for certain times. But the ones that are around here, we all hang out and we do like lunch and shit.
Especially because, like I said, like a lot of us have jobs and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
not everybody have the time. Like, you can take 2 weeks off. Like, okay, I'm gonna fly out there for 2 weeks. And like I said, sometimes we don't get to spend time with the family. Even when we used to live here, Danny had his own home. I had my own home. We live maybe 50 minutes away. We see each other maybe twice a month or something. Because he's always training. I was always training. My sister is working. So it gets difficult. So I guess getting to prioritize that time when we really have it is like the best thing. So
Oh, that's the best. That's the best. That's beautiful. Family, numero uno. I feel like I'm watching Fast and Furious. Katya.
Want to see that one, actually.
I would say that my favorite family tradition is that once a year, our entire family does one trip together. All of us.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I mean, it's really stressful to find like something that works for everyone's schedule, but it's just like I know everybody thinks their family is the best, but our family actually is the best. Like
What was the last
I
trip?
feel a little shade coming, you know?
the last trip was before the pandemic when we went cruise in December. Oh yeah, cruise in December. We went to Bahamas. Nice. All of us rented like 4-wheelers and went around the entire island. It's just like, and before that we rented a big cabin in Tennessee. We did moonshine tasting together and we did board games and the whole family just talks so much shit that it's just a whole trip.
I think that's the fun about it. Though.
Yeah. And you're all so close that you can actually like say shit to one another. You know what I mean? So it's great. That's my favorite family tradition.
Julian.
Man, you know, it's funny how we're talking about Christmas and opening up gifts at midnight and in the morning, because that's kind of like that. I have to jump on Christmas just because that was like my thing as a kid was, you know, like, damn, I got to go to bed because I got to wake up for Santa's presents and shit. You know what I mean? Like, we got to go to bed. It's like, you know, we check the time and we're like, it's like 1 a.m. All right, we're going to go to bed. And we wake up at 2 and it's like, is it time yet? Nah, it's just 2. We got to make sure we're asleep before like 3 or 4 because that's the time that usually Santa comes around. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be asleep at 3 or 4 o'clock. And we're up at 6, you know, it's like 6:30 and it's still kind of dark outside, and walking out to seeing all the presents in there was like, holy shit, this guy's real. Like, fuck, Santa's real, bro. I was up at 1 o'clock, there was shit here. It's 6 in the morning, there's a whole shit ton of presents. That man's real, you know.
Hey, that's the
that
plug right there, yo.
Kind of thing I remember from my childhood. That was really cool that we did for me and my sister, older sister, for many years. You know, that was a cool tradition we did.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Very cool. Michelle, are you hopping on or what's happening?
Well, okay, so we're cousins,
Yes.
so we have the same
Plot twist. Listeners, plot twist.
we have the same family tradition. So I had 2 in my head. I'm like, she's gonna go for one of the 2, so I'm gonna go for the other one. So yeah, one of them was the family trips, although that's like very, very stressful, but we're all like
gotta be crazy.
similar in age.
Right.
For the most part, we're all like young. You know, like we're all young and cool and friends.
Young and hip.
Young, hip, and happening or whatever. But no, I think aside from that, our family is very, very big on like birthdays. And obviously everyone's big on birthdays, but it doesn't matter like if your birthday is in the middle of the week and you're at the gym until and you're at the gym until 9:30. If it's like your birthday, everyone in the family comes over to that person's house and we cut a cake that same day. Like, it's like, okay, what time are we doing the cake? And then it's kind of nice because it's a lot of us, so we're spread. So like at least once a month we have some sort of birthday that we're all getting together.
The cake has been cut at 10 o'clock after jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. It's like, you come back like and everyone's like off living their lives, but they all like take a second to just come together, and we all live like within 2-mile radius from each other. So it's like, okay, come now. Like, we're all here, come now. And then some people are in their pajamas and we're fresh from the gym and someone just came from work and we're like, okay, well, happy birthday. And so it's kind of nice because we get to have that like pretty often because
Right.
spread
That is
throughout the year.
dope.
That's pretty cool though.
Thank you to all of our answers from our amazing in-studio audience.
Wait
You know what
a
I'm saying?
minute.
Yeah, yeah. You see
You
how he
and your
tries to
brother
sneak
didn't
away from
answer
that
the
shit?
question.
I know, I was gonna say that. What about you and what about your
Yeah,
brother?
what about you? What's going
Today's
on
all
here?
about you.
The audience is taking over.
Bullshit Argentina thing about a grill. I bet, bro. Go.
Cruz.
Churrasco day.
Our asados are the best in the fucking world. I'm sorry. Oh, do you guys do Reyes Magos?
Yeah.
We do, but for us it's not a big day.
The
Nah, bro.
three
I mean,
kings.
the bread is kind of like whatever too.
You give gifts too that day.
Is that the one with the baby Jesus in it?
No,
Yeah.
it's the three
Wait a minute, I
kings.
don't know about this.
So-
What is this?
That's the one
6th
con
of
el
January.
roscón, no?
So
January 6th, right?
Yeah, January,
Oh,
January,
yeah.
January 6th. And in Colombia, we do that. And what they usually do is you go to, I think it's like
La
7
procesión.
different like iglesias, right? You go around and then Los Tres Reyes Magos, that's what they do.
no,
we
so
used to do that shit.
so for us,
They go take me all the time.
You want me to go to 7, bro?
no, in
Go to
Argentina.
7 church, I better
Yeah, you
go
gotta
to
go
1.
to different churches.
You bang it
gotta
out for the
visit.
whole year in one hit.
Yo,
bro.
nah.
Years, 7 years. One per year.
Yeah, in Colombia they go to 7 churches. In Argentina we're lazy as fuck. In Argentina what they do
Is it God
Bro,
doesn't reach down there, bro?
Nah, in Argentina that was good. That was good. That was good.
That was a
what
bar.
they do. Don't.
That was a bar.
We're in our show. It's my show. No, what they do in Argentina is that they actually go right in front of the house, grab a bunch of grass, because that's what you feed the camels that they're riding. You grab the grass, you like put it in a bowl, you put a bowl of water, and that's the food and the water for the camels. And so then in exchange for that, they leave you gifts. And I'm like, bro,
That's awesome.
fair.
Well,
yo.
in the
Going
rest
on
of the
baby
educational
Jesus.
systems of the world, we know that camels don't eat grass.
Bro,
But,
we don't.
but whatever.
So the baby Jesus thing
So
is
you do
like
gifts
on
and
Three
shit?
Kings Day, you have the like king's bread. And like I only got into this
Yeah,
because
el
they do
roscón.
it at La
Yeah.
Rosca, yeah.
That's the New Orleans thing?
Yeah, similar, yes. It's very similar. My job started doing it one year. Like my coworkers just started the tradition, so now we do it. And you bring it's like a roca, like it's a big round like oval cake, and it tastes like shit. It's gross.
Thank you.
It's like
Rosca's
shit
fire.
sugar bread.
You're talking about
Wait,
regular
wait.
roscas from any other day of the year. For whatever reason, el roscón de
It
los
tastes
Reyes
like-
Magos always tastes like
I don't
shit.
It
remember
does. It's really not great.
And there's a big
Well, that's why I call it
And
roscón.
so
We can have arroz
That's
con
why I call it roscón.
con usted.
I know. That's why I call it roscón.
there's like different traditions with it. So they put a tiny baby Jesus in the bread somewhere. And if you get the piece with the baby Jesus, it depends on.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I heard
It
about
depends
that.
on what your tradition is, right? So if you get the baby Jesus, some people think it's like, oh, you hold on to that little like figurine.
That's a
the
choking
whole
hazard.
The whole yes, it's like this
Yeah,
big.
but in the rest
you
of the
keep
world,
the
our
baby the
children
whole
don't
year,
choke
and
on
you have
shit.
like good luck all year. That's
Yeah.
one thing. Or like then if you get there's another one that like if you get the baby Jesus, then you have to throw like a party. At
Well,
like the
so
end.
for us, it's you do la rosca next year. If you get the baby Jesus, it's like
okay,
a year
well,
of
see,
good luck,
there's like a
and then
bunch
you
of-
bring la rosca next year.
Yeah, no, that's not. I mean, I know that there's like a time frame, like a month later, you have to throw like a huge party.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah. So, but like
I
you
like
have
that
to be the
better.
host if you got the baby.
Gang shit.
So-
I never get the baby because I never eat that shit.
Yeah. And it's like a baby.
God.
Make sure the baby's in his piece. Make sure the baby's in his piece.
But
Thank you for those.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I will say something too. It's not a tradition,
Right.
but when it happens, I have a great time. Is when the family or even friends get together to watch the goddamn World Cup. When you watch your country,
Oh my
when
God,
you watch
that's
your
it right there,
country,
baby.
Emmy, come on.
when you
shit, bro.
watch your
Gang
country play in the World Cup and you
religious.
get together with your
Yeah.
family and you're watching, it's so
yeah.
much passion. There's
Hell
so
yeah.
much energy.
Hell yeah,
Sometimes you don't get to watch it with your family. Sometimes I have to go somewhere, but it's
Right.
full of Colombians. You know what I mean? I'll go to a Gran Bamboo. I'll go to a friend's house or something.
Right.
But it's cool when it's your family. You know what I mean? But that is a day that I really, when the World Cup is going on and your country's playing, it's fire. It's a great
Yeah,
day.
dude.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
it
great
really
day.
is. It's so.
Some people don't get it. You know, they don't
Yeah.
watch soccer,
Yeah.
but I grew up with it, and you know what I
The
mean.
fools.
You guys
The
know-
fools.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone answered except for one person, I think, right?
No, he said.
Bro, we're in the same family. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna hop on them, bro. Favorite.
It's not one answer
tradition.
per family because every family in
they-
here
they-
took
they
turns
answered a
separately.
different thing, bro.
Call him out, Danny.
Bro, say
Yeah.
some shit with a grill on it. You know you want to, bro.
Bro, our asado's fucking fire. Like that's honestly all I gotta say. Our asado runs the fucking South American game.
You don't have
And
mate
put-
day? Mate.
That's fire. I have a fuck
El
ton
día
of
del
mate.
mate.
Yeah, mate. Actually, we do have a bunch of like. Oh, but okay, this would get canceled in the U.S. But in Argentina, we have La Semana de la Dulzura, and you pretty much
Why would
that's
that get canceled?
because
That sounds
what
fantastic.
because what that means is that during that week, all guys kind of like muster up the courage and they shoot their shots, if you will.
Oh, okay,
So durante la Semana de la Dulzura, if you give a girl like un alfajor or a candy or something, you're basically saying you have a crush on her.
Okay.
And so either she accepts it and it's like, oh, okay, I have a crush on you back or whatever, or she's like, keep that candy.
So
nigga.
we're out here getting
Why she's
dessert.
just hungry?
Wait, because
Why she's just hungry? I'll take you home. Bye.
I'm gonna keep this alcohol, but nah.
I just want to eat sweets.
Bro.
that's awesome.
Oh damn! When is it? Yo, it's on the screen. It's on the
It's
screen.
probably like a Valentine's Day
It's on
kind
the
of a thing for
screen.
you
Put
guys.
Argentina la Semana de la Dulzura.
Fuck yeah, bro. Yo me pongo peluca, weón. Give me all your alfajores, bro. Give me all your alfajores, bro.
Yeah, soy Julieta.
Secret Santa's cool too.
Secret Santa.
It's cool.
All right,
It's
you know?
cool. It's cool. I'm
There
not
you
saying
go.
it's great, but it's cool. It's a cool thing.
That's beautiful. And now we all have answered the question since I'm always personally attacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Danny, I gotta ask, and I ask every time. Give me a prediction. I want to know prediction for the fight.
Damn, it's like I said, I don't want to give a prediction because then he's
Okay, yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna think.
Yeah,
He's
you-
gonna
okay,
know,
yeah,
oh, he's
you're
gonna
right.
do this.
We're
My
predicting a
hand will
dub.
get raised. That's a
Gang,
guarantee.
gang. Okay,
My hand will get raised.
that's what's up.
That's what I want.
Hell yeah.
I don't matter how it comes. I need to win. I need to win this fight.
Fuck
and I think, I hope I think I'm the co-main event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be the first Colombian to hold the co-main event in the UFC.
Gang.
So,
Yeah.
it'll be great. It'll be great. You know what I mean? It'll
Hell
be
yeah.
great to go out there and put my name out there and put the flag out there like that. You know what I mean? So this,
Hell
Let's
yeah.
fucking
Just
get
chill out,
it,
just put all
yo.
the energy
Well,
out
can
there.
I go to be there? That's awesome, dude.
I don't know.
Gotta go
know.
to get your shit together, dude.
yeah.
Danny, before we start wrapping up, tell me about why is it so important for you to feel like you're representing Colombia? Why is it so important for you to go out, hoist that flag up? You know what I'm saying? Represent. Talk to me about that.
I think when we were raised, we were, like I said, watching soccer. You know how big it is to go for Colombians to. Okay, my country is not known for their athletes as much as it was their violence, their cocaine, all that crap. You know what I mean? When you watch Colombia go out there and do great things in sports or anything else, anything to do, the whole country feels proud. You know what I mean? The whole country feels proud. I remember the first Olympian was a female doing snatch. I think it was about lifting. You know what I mean? In the Olympics, and she got the first gold medal for Colombia. Everybody was proud. Juan Pablo Montoya, when he first won the race, you know what I mean, the NASCAR.
Yeah.
Everybody was proud. When Colombia just made it to the quarterfinals of the goddamn World Cup, everybody's proud. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
So I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that type of history. You know what I mean? Where I make my country proud. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're not known for our athletes like that. We're not USA. USA is always smoking the
Sweeping,
Olympics. Anything but soccer.
Gang shit.
Right.
Except the female soccer.
Yeah,
the females are badasses. They're badasses.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
Hands, baby.
It's like girl power. But and if you know, let's just be real. You know, this is the country of opportunities. We all love our United States. I love this country too. You know what I mean? I love Colombia more because it is what it is. I grew up over there. My culture comes from over there.
Right.
And but I think anybody that knows we always. I'm American, but I grew up with a Colombian mentality, and I remember when you talk to people and I used to tell them, "Oh no, I was born in New York." They'd be like, "Why are you here? Why don't you go back?" You know, it's Gringolandia. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, everybody sees America as such a, and I did too. When I came here, I remember, I come from the south of Colombia. I'm not saying I was poor, but I'm just saying I come from a little bit of the low class. You know what I mean? And when you come here and you see what you got here is crazy, man. Just having a microwave was wild to me. Having a fucking washer and a dryer.
Air conditioning,
Now
all that
you
shit.
wash your shit in a rock and then you just hang it and let the sun dry it. You know what I mean? That's how it went down back in the days. It still goes down over there like that. So when you come over here and you get to put the flag out there, you feel so proud. Not only because people feel proud of you, but you feel proud of it. It's like a thing. And I think like a lot of people don't get it. Only people that come from other countries come over here, they understand what I'm talking about. Because when you're American and you represent America, you're proud, but I don't know how they feel because I don't really rock. I'm American because I was born here, but I don't rock it like that.
Nah, it's a
I'm
different
not called
level.
the American Warrior. I'm called the Colombian Warrior.
Right.
So,
Hell yeah.
it just, like I said, it's something you cannot explain. You just feel it. It's just so great.
It's
so
a sense
great.
of pride that you carry, yeah.
100%, And that's why I tattooed on my neck. You know what I mean? I was going to just call myself Warrior, but I wanted to separate with just Warrior because there's other warriors out there that, have that nickname, and I said, nah, Colombian Warrior. Because I really want to represent Colombia. I'm very proud of my country. It sucks the bad things that happen over there, and it sucks there's a lot of bad shit going on. But if I could make a difference, I'll make it, you know what I mean? And I will have to do it my way, which is through the sport, you know what I mean? And whenever people listen to me, I'll say the right things, you know what I mean? I'll influence the kids to do better, not to become fighters, no, but become the best you could be, you know what I mean? And whatever you want to do, just go out there and get it, and I'm just so proud of, like I said, I'm a very patriotic person. And that's what I say. I'm a very loyal person. I'm never going to turn my back on Colombia and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And like I said, when you come from other countries, you get what I'm talking about. When you come here and you make it happen here.
Right.
Because not everybody get that opportunity. Some people die in their same city. They were born and died in the same city. They never moved. You know what I mean? That's why.
Do you feel that it's a double-edged sword in the sense of, I remember seeing when you had won your fight, just the mass amount of comments of support from Colombian spectators. And even, you had told me people DMing you, telling you que orgullo que fue para que representes Colombia and, X, Y, and Z. But you do also get
the fools.
The fools. You get the fools. If a fight doesn't go your way, que, that you está faltando respeto, this and that. Talk to me about those circumstances.
Do you get that for real?
Yeah. Now I'll say it was 98% of the people were on me, helping, trying to just lift me up.
We got it. Yeah.
Don't worry, Danny. The
próxima,
next one, we
sí.
got it. You know you got it. You know you got what it takes. Bye. Do some cardio. They were saying shit.
They were coaching you.
They're trying to coach me. I'm like, man, shut up. But you know what?
Bro, look at the second round, minute 3. Yeah. I got some pointers for you. Give me a call.
Yeah. But they're showing support. They're showing love. So I accept it. And, you got the idiots. You know what I mean? The people that, for some reason, I don't know if they're trying to get my attention. I don't know if they hate their own lives and they just want to go ruin somebody else's because hurt people. You know what I mean? And
that's a bar.
It's just, some people just, I don't like talking about haters like that because I don't like to give them so much of
you don't give
time.
them a platform.
I don't like to give them a platform. But yeah, you got people out there that they see you, they want to see you fall. You know what I mean? They don't want to see you win. You know what I mean? right? Like look, like recently, what's going on nowadays is that you lose and they make memes out of you. You know what I mean, and then people want to just get the first meme first. Oh, has the funniest meme?
Right.
And you don't get it. You know what I mean? You don't get it because you're not in our. You know, a lot of people don't got empathy in their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what happens. You know, everybody now is very. We live in a different era. We live in an era of social media, and everybody could voice themselves, and everybody could have an opinion, and everything is materialistic. And like I said, I'm adapting too because of the fact that I come from a different era, different culture, and I gotta adapt a little bit, But I just don't pay attention to those things. But I had a lot of people. I have more people, cheering me up than I have haters. You know what I mean? But you had them, and I know that. When I posted one thing. I always post fight day. I post my weigh-ins. I always post fight week, weigh-ins, and fight day. And when I posted on fight day, I know I talked shit to Jared Gordon. He deserved it. You know what I mean? And I talked shit, and then I know his peoples got in my post, and they just started talking shit. But I'm okay with them. Believe it or not, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If you're that loyal, if you're that friend with him, yeah, have his back. Just like I want my people to have my back. You know what I mean? So,
Bro, you'll catch Midnight in Miami in those comment sections like it's nobody's business, bro.
and
It's
they
facts,
do,
bro.
We'll call them out on here too. What's up,
Yo,
motherfuckers?
ooh.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I saw Chino get involved.
Hell
I saw
yeah, bro, gang.
Alex got involved crazy. Alex's girlfriend,
Bro,
his
she just
sister.
still chewing on some shit over there.
Everybody started defending me, but that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. That's why we have that. You know what I mean? So, but then you had it like very few Colombians. I'll say I could even count them in my hand, probably less than 10. They send me some fucked up messages, Some people were like, "Oh, I bet on you. I can't believe you lost." And I'm like, man, sometimes it got to me, and I replied. I'm like, "I hope you stay broke for life, bitch." You know what I mean? I'm happy you lost your money, ho. You know,
No money team, bro. No money team.
But you have some people that send some ugly ass shit. Some people said, "I hope God punishes you and it ruins your life." I don't know. I remember somebody said some real fucked up shit, and I replied. I block after that because I don't want to receive anymore.
Of course.
Right.
I reply. I want them to see it, and I block them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I said some fucked up shit back. I'm not gonna really say it. It is what it is. I was just mad. Told him to go
Natural,
fuck himself.
bro. Yeah.
I say if you wish death on me, I wish death on you too, bro. Simple as that.
Right.
And I shouldn't.
Bro, those people gotta be so bored.
I
with their
shouldn't, but at
lives.
that moment, I just lost, man. Like,
Right.
to
It's
see
raw,
that, and I
yeah.
didn't open it the same day. I didn't get on my Instagram for a minute. I didn't get in social media for a minute. You know what I mean? I was very upset.
Right.
You
I
know,
mean, you gotta take care of you first.
Yeah. So it took me like a day or 2 days to just get in my Instagram and see what the hell's going on, because I had a lot of messages. You see the notifications. And then that's when I realized that Alex, Chino, everybody was fighting people that were just creating accounts
Gang
just to
shit.
talk shit to me. But like I said, that was his people's. So I get that. You know what I mean? But for me to look at my request messages and see Colombians being like, "Oh, you represent us wrong, you brother," I'm like, bro, you don't know what it's been in my shoes. All right? I bet you wouldn't even have the balls to step in this cage and do what I do. You know what I mean? But you have the balls to write this message, but you won't write this shit. You won't say this shit in my face, first of all. 'Cause I'll fuck you up.
Right.
Hell yeah, bro.
I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck you up. I will never let nobody disrespect me. All right? Because I
Yeah,
respect everybody.
they just want a reaction out of you. They want to
Exactly.
talk to you.
And you'll get sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Some
I'm sure
people
you made their fucking day.
deserve to get a reaction. Some people don't. Some people, I read some shit and I'm like, they'll be like, "Oh, you pussy, you soft, you old, quit." And I'll
Bro,
be
no
like,
creativity.
I'll be like, "Peace."
Right.
But there's some people that say stuff that I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm replying to you." I'm clapping back. All right?
hell yeah.
And
Did you ever feel like him coming overweight? Do you think it was a calculated move?
No, if it was, it worked. You know what I mean? If it was, it worked. But I don't think so, because I had opportunities in that fight to win and to do things. So nah, man, I'm not taking away his W.
Right.
It is what it is. Like I said, I move on. If I stay stuck thinking that, then I don't improve and I don't move on. I'll start thinking that I would not fix the things I fixed. You know what I mean? I would never start taking supplements. Like I said, I wouldn't have been smart enough in this camp. Like I would not adjust things for this new camp, because I'm stuck as like, "Oh no, he just did this and that's why he beat me." No, man, fuck that. You know what I mean? It was only 4 pounds. I know 4 pounds is still a big deal because there's so much dehydration in those 4 pounds and you get depleted. And I know, and he said something about, "Oh, my sauna didn't work." I don't even use the sauna. I went outside and I was running. I was trying to make that weight cut. You know what I mean? I'm a professional. You know what I mean?
Right.
He just didn't want to be professional. That's his problem. And the reason he got me really upset because I wasn't gonna say nothing. I probably was gonna get in his face and say that I was gonna beat him up the next day, but I wasn't really gonna talk that shit. What got me really upset is that when I got to the weigh-ins and I'm sitting down and I had Justin next to me, and I remember Justin was reading some papers to me. I remember I was looking down and I feel somebody coming towards me and said, "Yo, Danny, I'm sorry." And I'm like, I go look out, I'm like, "For what?" And I realized it was him. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh, I couldn't make weight," but he looked so cool with it. You know what I mean? Like he didn't even look depleted. You know what I mean? While I'm actually dying at 45 right there. You know what I mean? I was like, "Fuck, I'm over here depleted." So then that's when I got hot because you know it's been 2 fights in the UFC and nobody makes weight for me. You know what I mean? I haven't fought a guy that makes weight. You know, and then he talks about, "Oh, but I had to give 30% of my purse." Who gives a shit about money? You think I care about your money? I don't give a fuck about your money. All right, you act like you giving away the money. It makes up for you not making the weight. No, it doesn't. You're supposed to make the weight because you know if you make the weight, you'll be feeling different through those rounds. You know what I mean? You don't get to recover the same. We don't take IVs. We don't take any of that stuff. We have to just take liquids and food and all that stuff. We recover it down differently. When, you know, after the UFC, I was able to take an IV, so you recover faster and stuff like that. But now you don't. In the UFC, they give you what you want. You know, if you want to drink what they give you, which I do, because it's fire. Like, believe it or not, they give you good stuff to rehydrate. So, yeah, that's what got me mad. And that's when I got to his face, I said what I had to say. I was just like, you know, called him a fat bitch, because he is. You know what I mean? So, and I said what I had to say. You know what I mean? But, you know, I think, like, the hardest part was having to eat those words. That shit was hard because I'm a very powerful person and I'm a very competitive person. And to go back to the hotel with the loss and seeing this guy, you know, talking and celebrating and just talking shit. It was like, you always know the winner has the bragging rights. And he had them. And I hated it. You know what I mean? I hated it. I was so mad because he was saying stuff. And he even said, "Oh, he came out to my song." I'm like, nigga, fuck you. If it was your song, why didn't you come out to it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I came out to Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? Shook Ones.
And shout out A-Ma.
And the thing is that we're both from New York. We're both from Queens. And like, you know. You know, man, like I said, I'm a very competitive person and I hate losing. I really do.
Do you see your approach for this one changing at all as far as, you know, that first face-to-face interaction, or is it kind of the same thing?
Well, if he speak English, I will say some shit, but he don't speak English. You know what I mean? And
Oh, he doesn't speak like English?
No, he's Korean, so he don't speak
You
any
gotta learn
English.
some shit in
Bro,
Korean.
you can write some shit talking on the board.
I did. I told my boy has a Korean wife. and
Drop
he
it,
told
drop
me-
it, drop it,
No,
drop
I
it.
don't know how to say because I didn't rehearse.
Also,
I didn't
don't
rehearse
drop it.
I rehearsed it.
Don't drop
But
it. Hit
was
him with
about-
that like a
it was
surprise
like,
attack.
"Fuck you, I'm gonna fuck you up tomorrow." Some shit like that. He said it, but it's just so hard to really remember it. Like it was like, "Oh, do that," like, some shit there. You know what I mean? I can't really. I'm not gonna mimic it because then people get sensitive.
Right.
And nowadays with this culture, you know, people get sensitive for everything. So, but he told me what to say, and I'm like, no, you know, I'm not gonna go and make a fool of myself.
Yeah.
I'd probably say something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'd probably say, "Oh, you're gonna fuck me up tomorrow." You know what I mean? I fuck up this shit. You know? No. So I'm just gonna get in his face like I always do. I'm just gonna stay quiet and just get in his face. You know what I mean? That's it.
Hell yeah.
Can't nothing to say. You're not gonna understand what the fuck I'm gonna say.
Man, that's gonna be a quiet stare off because he's gonna have nothing to say either. He's just
Right.
gonna be like,
Yeah. But what if he does? I'll be surprised.
"Oh damn, if he hits
What
you
if
with
he
some
says something
Spanish,
in
bro."
English? Oh,
In a-
no.
that'd be hilarious.
awesome, bro.
In a bad accent, te mato mañana.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like, that'd be great.
I see it as like
It will be
a
so-
one word. He'll be like, "Bitch." Oh my god.
It will be surprising.
You
if
gotta
he does
learn one
come.
word for a comeback. Yeah,
for
because
sure.
if he hits you with something,
Danny, you gotta write it
I just
down on
wanna-
your
no,
palm
I
or
just wanna
something
say-
just in case.
No, I'm gonna
Just like one. Oh yeah.
bro, fuck, hit him
No,
with something
fuck
in
you.
Japanese,
Fuck
dude.
you, be the one.
Hit him with something in Japanese. Some
just-
shit you learned from that.
So he
man.
could be shocked too. Like, oh, he said this too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't want to focus on that, right? Like, you know, I like the marketing, I like the promoting,
Yeah.
and I like the trash talk too. You know what I mean? I'm not a big trash talk. I'm not the kind of guy that will go through all these like McGregor does.
Yeah,
He
the
goes
whole
through a
McGregor
lot of
thing.
it.
Oh, my
He wants to
God.
be very entertaining like that. No, I'll say what I have to say. You know what I mean? I'll just tell you I'm gonna fuck you up tomorrow. That's how I do. You know what I mean? That's really what I like to do. I like to tell people how whack they are and how good I am and how I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's beautiful.
So, but I just feel like I don't want to pay attention to that right now. I need
No,
I
yeah.
need to win this
I'm just
fight.
talking shit, bro,
I
yeah.
just want to win this fight.
Danny,
I really-
what's your favorite part of this entire process? You know, you just like you had mentioned it, you know, the promoting, there's this and that. Is it just getting in there and fucking scrapping? Like, what's your favorite part of this entire process since you've gotten into the UFC?
I think everything, man. You know, like, first of all, I think as a person that has been fighting outside of the UFC for so long, man, we get spoiled over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta feel good, man. You gotta feel
Hell
good.
yeah, enjoy that
and
shit.
when you go over there, I never been treated like you know, you see how like other athletes in other sports get treated. You know, they get pampered like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm trying to get pampered because I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm just saying, like, when they're treating you really professional, you feel good. You know, like I could really right now call Rambo, because his name is Rambo. Right. You know what I mean?
That's a fucking awesome name. That's a fucking awesome name.
I could call Rambo right now. Rambo will pick up the phone. You know what I mean? And he'll be like, "Hey, Danny, how you doing? What do you need?" You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. You know what I mean?
Dang,
and that he's the one that called for the supplements. He's like, "Oh, call Nicole. Boom, boom. Send me text me quick the number." I text Nicole. Boom. She sent me 3 days later. The package got to my crib. Boom.
Wow.
And it was like a bunch of supplements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whatever you need, they're just there. Going to the PI feels cool. It's like a performance interest too, and it's only for UFC fighters and guests. You know what I mean? And then you could eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. It just feels like, you know, you're being a little spoiled. You know what I mean?
Hell
Which is
yeah.
cool because I don't live that life. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to live that life. I spoil myself. I do. You know, I don't wait for anything. I don't feel entitled of anything. You know,
Right.
but it feels good to be treated very professional.
Yeah,
you
they
know what I mean?
value you.
You know, you take the flight, boom, you get over there, you got your chauffeur right there with the sign, UFC Fighter Danny Chavez, you know what I mean? And get in the limousine.
That's the Colombian Warrior to you, bucko. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Colombian Warrior.
Get in the limousine, take it to the place, you're in the bubble, but when you're in the bubble, you ask for anything, they're ready to give it to you, you know what I mean? You get to the hotel, it's 2 rooms, beautiful hotel. You got stoves, you got everything, you know, and I just said, like, the way they treat you is I never felt that before. And not to, all the promotions are cool and they try their best. They're trying to give you a nice hotel. It's like okay hotel, you know what I mean? But they try their best.
Right,
A lot of promotions
right.
try their best. But you can't compare the UFC. The UFC is just great. You know what I mean? The way they treat you. You got people that complain a lot about, things, pay, whatever.
Right.
I'm just blessed. I feel grateful that I got to live my dreams, you know what I mean? Because everybody gets to do that. You know what I mean? I know people that were so great and never got there. You know what I mean? And I was able to be there. So and like I said, it separates you. You know what I mean? It separates you from every other fighter out there. Like you could be a badass Bellator champion, but you're a UFC fighter and they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
This guy's great.
Bro.
It don't matter who you are in Bellator. Like this guy's great. You know what I mean? And it's just different. Like I said, it's different. They look at you different and stuff like that.
There's people that, and we were talking about this before, that they'll say, before saying, "Oh, do you do MMA?" They'll say, "Oh, you do UFC."
Yeah.
And it's like,
They
that's
don't
how
know that UFC is a company,
right?
not a sport. The sports car MMA.
Right.
But yeah, like everything, like I said, everything there is cool. And now they always fly you out the very next day. They don't let you enjoy Vegas at all, unless you want to stay. You gotta cancel the flight and buy your own flight.
Yeah, it's on you.
You know what I mean? Which I did it last time. The reason I didn't fly then because I was trying to enjoy Vegas. I lost. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to fly because I had broken a bone in my foot. And my foot was swollen. My left calf was swollen because he kicked me like 20 times in the calf. So I really wasn't walking right. So I stayed at the MGM and it was fire. You know what I mean? I rented the room for like 2 days and it was fire. But it just sucked because from the elevator to my room was so much to walk. And I'm a very prideful person and, they wanted to give me crutches. I told them that's for pussies. And I was walking slow as hell.
But he didn't have crutches, bro. I'll tell you that.
But I was in pain. I was in pain. Just saying, and my coaches kept saying, "Danny, but get the crutches." And I'm like, "Nah, fuck that." You know what I mean? I'm gonna, I feel like the pain will remind me to not let this happen again. You know what I mean? And I have my own crazy and weird ways of thinking, and it works for me.
Right. Danny, before we start wrapping up, talk to us. How's the relationship with Uncle Dana? Have you spoken to him recently? Talk to us about that
Never.
a little bit.
He's only when I fought my debut, he went to the room. He called everybody. I remember when it happened because I started cramping. My groin started cramping, and I couldn't really walk. You know what I mean? I just got off the face-offs with TJ Brown, and as I'm drinking, I got up from the chair, and I remember my groin started cramping and my hamstring. And I remember me telling just saying, "Oh shit, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is happening?" You know what I mean? So I sat down, And they were like, they know why he's like calling everybody for the room because he's gonna sit down all the fighters and he's just gonna talk about he's giving you a speech. Oh, you guys are the best athletes. You guys are the rawest athletes out there. Blah, blah. He's just giving you a speech, and then he's gonna talk about the 50,000, bonus and all that stuff. He's trying to hype you up.
Right.
So before I got there, I was like already like, damn, man, And then little by little, I was just walking slow towards the room. You know what I mean? But I was walking slow without showing it. You know what I mean? And then like I get into the room, and he comes and gives a speech, and that's it. He walked out. You know what I mean? I would like to give a shout out to Sean Shelby because he's the reason where I am where I'm at. He's the one that really likes me and believes in me. You know what I mean? I haven't really had no contact with Dana White. Sean Shelby is a matchmaker of the UFC for the 55ers and under. And he's the one I believe puts me in these positions right now. I think that's why I'm the co-main event. I think that's why he's a fan of mine. And
Big shout out Sean Shelby.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate
Gang
that from
shit.
him. And I want to give him when I go to I think in this fight he's going to be the one that's going to be there, and I'm going to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to tell him thank you because who knows where I would have been if he never would have looked at my video of Global Legion when I fought Dylan Kala. If he never would have looked at it, and he's the one that gave the yes for me to go in there. He's the one that said, yo, tell Danny 2 weeks if he's ready. And I took it in 2 weeks, And he gave me the opportunity, and I want to say thank you because I'm very grateful. I'm a very grateful person. You know what I mean? No matter how intense you think I am, or sometimes I'm a very grateful person. And I want to say, when I see him, I'm going to say thank you to him because I'm in this position a lot. It's not because of Dana. I know Dana runs a company, but he's the one that, gets some people in. But you got Nick Maynard or Mick Maynard. I think his name is Mick Maynard. He's the one that does 55 and up. 170s and up. And I know Sean Shelby does the 155s and under. And so I want to say, I'm going to thank him when I see him in the weigh-ins.
Hell yeah.
Big
That's
shout
awesome.
out Sean Shelby. Ladies and gentlemen, what an episode of colossal proportions we have had today. Can we please give it up for our guest today, Danny, the Colombian Warrior, Chavez! The man is 3 weeks out from his next dub in the UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see that poster on the screen right now. Danny, what can you say? What can you tell the people before we wrap up about just what you're expecting on this next bout?
I'm expecting to win. That's guaranteed. I already told you guys, hate losing more than I love winning. And I just want to thank everybody I'm not going to right now go into sponsors and name by name. I don't want to leave nobody out. I just want to say thank you everybody that supports me. Thank you to everybody that has been in my journey, whether you're in my life right now or you're not in my life right now. But at one point, you did something good for me. You held mitts for me. You rolled with me. We're probably not friends right now. It's cool, but at one point we were. Thank you for being part of my journey because this is what it's all about. And, I would like to actually dedicate this fight to one of my best friends that passed away, Brian. That's next week will be a year from him going away. I know he's there with me too in a different way. And I just want to thank everybody. I'm very thankful. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that, even if you can't be physically there, but as long as you put energy for me, positive energy, thank you very much.
That is very beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the poster. You got to tune into the fight. The man's the co-main event. You know what I'm saying? You got to check him out. I know we're going to be going crazy
Gang
for that
shit.
fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to our in-studio audience today. Big hand of applause. You know what I'm saying? Amazing in-studio audience. Phenomenal questions. Insightful. Just can't wait to have you back on. You guys are amazing. Cruz, you kept the cameras on. You did amazing. You know what I'm saying? The camera's on. I see that red light. It's beautiful. Emi, you got anything for the people before we wrap up?
Nah. Just a lot of focus in 3 weeks. You got this shit. We're looking for that dub too. We're
yeah.
excited for that shit, bro.
Shit,
Hell yeah.
brother.
No third place here. First place, baby.
Nah.
Hey!
No.
First place.
My props in the beginning is really for Peru. My props in the beginning is really for Peru because that's who I followed during the Copa. Because my mom is Peruvian, my dad is Colombian, so I follow them both.
So
But,
you eat both foods. Oh, fire. Fire.
That is fire.
You get to
But I-
Colombian
yeah.
food and Peruvian food.
Since I lived in Peru, like that jersey just weighs more for me. So when we had to play coming towards the end, I was like, "Fuck, I'm sorry, guys. You guys are gonna have to take the L." But they didn't. So just proud of that fourth place, bro.
Gang.
They
That's
don't
what I'm
usually get
talking
that
about.
far. So fuck it.
I still do think that they're gonna qualify, even though you
I
guys.
fucking hope so, dude.
Let's hope so.
I
I hope they cut.
We're last, bro.
Right.
Last?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Último en tabla.
Yeah. It's rough.
But how many points?
Bro, we haven't won one.
For real?
No, I think we have 2 ties.
Close one.
Damn.
It's a close one.
Yeah, that, you know what happens is that sometimes we confuse the Copa America, what's going on.
Yeah, I know, dude.
to
Everything
the
piles
Copa.
up.
Oh, it's that pals up.
You remember when Chile won 2 back-to-back Copa Americas, but they couldn't make it to the World Cup? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, every Thursday at midnight, what are you doing? You go on Apple Podcasts, you go on Deezer, you go on iHeartRadio. That's yours. iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah. But more than anything, you go on YouTube, because that's the most important one. That's the best one. You get all the visuals. You get the fight poster. You got damn fight videos. You see the man's knockouts. You know what I'm saying? You see all that good stuff on the screen. So please check out that YouTube every Thursday at midnight. You know what it is. Holla.
Yeah.
And it don't matter what the world thinks. You can say how you feel on midnight in Miami. When you can push it to the limit, it gets real with only one and ill. You're locked into midnight.